Hello guys, Bloodseeker here. Today I'm going to be talking about PC gaming versus console gaming. For console gaming, I'll be kind of talking about the new gen consoles, like the PS4 and the Xbox One. And I'll also be talking about kind of the Xbox 360 and the PS3 if you have them. If you are thinking of getting a next gen console, I'll try and help you with getting a PC if that's what you really want to. And I'll try to convince those who want to get a next-gen console to get a PC. So, pretty much, I want to cover some of the myths, first of all, of what people say about PC. Like, oh, you need the latest i7 to play games at decent settings, you know, the highest, you need the best CPU with the best graphics card. And like, you know, $1,000 or $2,000 PC. And what I want to say to you is, you do not need the best hardware, like the state-of-the-art hardware to play games on PC. You do not need to. You don't. Okay, so that's the first myth. And I've also heard other people say things like, "Oh, I like my console because I can connect it to the TV and play my games on the TV on my couch." And I don't understand why people think you can only do that with a console. You can do that with a PC. All you need to do is just plug an HDMI cable into your graphics card or a laptop, whatever you have. Most of them have HDMI. Or VGA, like you could do VGA too if you have a DVI to VGA adapter. You just plug that into your TV, and boom, it will work, and it's amazing. And you can connect a controller into your PC and play. You can also get the wireless adapters for the Xbox 360 controller, which is a still really good controller. And I think that people just need to understand that you can do that. So, if you want to get a PC instead of a next-gen console, you do not need to spend $1,000 on a PC just to play a cheap game. You don't need to. You really don't. You can spend like $400 or $500 on some hardware and play low, medium to high settings if you really wanted to. There are lots of varieties of PC hardware that you can put together. Just heaps, and they all come at different prices. Depends where you buy them from, depends what parts. You can build a cheap PC, like I said, for about $400 to $600, and $500-600, amazing. Comparing to the 360 and the PS3, PC is just so far ahead instead of in graphics department, because, well, let's face it, the Xbox 360 and the PS3 are like 10-year-old hardware. It's really outdated. It's really bad, and they've actually managed to squeeze all the juice out of that, all the performance, and they've reached their pretty much limit in a game like Last of Us. But that's not my point. With PC, even at low settings in most games, will beat a PS3 and 360 graphics at like 1080p, because those consoles don't run native 1080p. The PC community, that's great. No little squeakers, no little kids that go swearing their mouths off completely. They're mostly mature people, guys and people like me who want to have fun with the game and don't completely ruin it for everyone else. And yeah. Now, if you're thinking of getting a PS4 or a Xbox One instead of a PC, then here's what I'm gonna say. As games evolve, like they get better, they got better graphics, like more shading and everything, you can evolve your PC to fit those games. No, you do not need to buy a new graphics card every time a game comes out. If like, say, Crysis 4 comes out and your PC plays Crysis 3 max settings perfectly 60 FPS 1080p, then most likely you'll be seeing like a 10 FPS drop at the higher settings, or probably the same if it's on the same engine, CryEngine 3. You do not need to constantly upgrade your hardware for every game that comes out, every new game. Like, for Battlefield 3, I was playing Ultra at about 70 to 80 FPS at 1080p. And Battlefield 4 Ultra, 70 to 80 FPS, Ultra 1080p. So, yeah, it has better graphics. It's just, Battlefield 4 has better graphics. It's just that it's optimized quite well for PC. That's a good thing. That's what's needed. Consoles do not evolve. You can't evolve consoles every time a game comes out. It doesn't work like that. You're stuck with the same hardware for, like, I don't know, 10-year period. Is 10, 7, 8, 9, 10, that, around that time, that's the length of those consoles. And by 10 years, you'll see amazing graphics. It's going to be amazing. So you wouldn't need to, and by the time, in 10 years, you could get a better PC, and you can evolve. Your PC can evolve. You can buy a better graphics card, say in 5 more years, and they'll perform sweet as. Like, I have an example of some guy that wanted my help on Skype. He wanted to build a PC for $600, and that was his budget. And I'm like, whoa, $600? This is New Zealand dollars. And I was actually quite, I was a little bit stuck. I didn't really know what I would choose. So what I did is just looked on Price Spy. That's a good shop. To check all the New Zealand stores for the prices for the computer components and other technical components and phones and monitors and stuff like that. And I managed to put together a system around that price bracket. A fairly decent system that he says at 1080p plays Battlefield 4 at, you know, 60 FPS, 1080p, medium to high settings. And that was with a 260X, and I can't quite remember the CPU. It's like AMD Athlon 4 755, something like that. I can't exactly remember, but it was actually quite surprising. I wasn't expecting much out of that system, but you know, that surprised me, and that's a good thing for him because he didn't spend much money, and he got better graphics than a console for that much money. Also, when you're in PC, you don't have to pay for like membership. So if you buy a cheap console and you have to pay membership and those expensive games like 120 New Zealand dollars, it adds up, and eventually it costs more than a PC. And for PC, you get like 90% off, like really crazy Steam sales, which is Steam is like the game manager for PC. Really crazy sales that just makes everything so cheap. Thank you guys for watching. I hope I helped you join the PC Master Race.